Friday, 25/2/2022. That's all.
What the reporter for us?
Officer,
Sure.
how are you, sir?
Sure. You have been shot like what?
Yeah.
The
judges also have so they couldn't come today. Yeah. Well,
Dada. Then where is your friend?
huh?
What about your friend?
He's not here today.
Why?
We'll come on Thursday now.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I would have loved to volunteer mine.
No problem.
Sir, can you tell us what?
Well, I was part of the lawyer. Because I'm not one. So, Barrister anyway, please, you can bring the house.
Well, we came today for the hearing of appeal. Today, and the date possibly set for judgment. However, that is not possible because my lords, justices of the Court of Appeal that are part of the panel hearing this matter, are indisposed to hopefully argue our appeal. Interestingly, this morning, Mr. Leonard, who had been consistently represented in this case by a team of lawyers who represented him at the federal level, was not in court, but a colleague came to me to say that is now the one representing me. In other words, we were served with notice of change of counsel by the Since 2019, he has been in court. He has been represented, as I said, consistently. It is just this morning that we were hoping our appeal will be heard after 3 years. That Leonard says he no longer wants his lawyers to represent him. He now has the new lawyer. It is his right to change his counsel. At the appropriate time, we will respond to that. And they have also filed an application for extension of time to file their respondent's brief, which we have been served. I don't want to comment on what they are saying. I'm sure when we come for hearing, we will accordingly respond to whatever arguments they are canvassing. But I want to assure all of you that we are pursuing this matter religiously and diligently. And ultimately, as I've always said, history will vindicate it. We are on the right path. Sowore is on a part of history. And his case, sometime in the future, hopefully will be cited as a precedent to show a Nigerian who activated the judicial process to uphold the law, to uphold the constitution of his party, and of course to assert his rights. So we have absolutely nothing to worry about.
What do you have to say to members of the party at large?
They should keep faith. I have always said that there will be light at the end of the tunnel. I'm not going to preempt the decision of the Court of Appeal. What I can tell you categorically is that we are on course. Interestingly, INEC, I must also mention to you, the Independent National Electoral Commission has also filed a brief in this case. And what INEC is saying in their brief of argument is that they agree with us that the Federal High Court did not have jurisdiction, which is ground one of our notice of appeal. That ab initio, the case filed by Leonard should have been thrown out. It shouldn't have been counted as that the lower. INEC, in their brief, agrees with us. But surprisingly, they said, oh, because the Federal High Court did not have jurisdiction, the Court of Appeal cannot have jurisdiction. Therefore, the Court of Appeal must strike out our appeal on the basis that the Federal High Court did not have jurisdiction. Again, it is for the Court of Appeal to determine whether such argument has basis in law or not. That our position, which we have responded to, abundant, is clear. If the Federal High Court did not have jurisdiction, and we filed an appeal, activating one Sowore's right of appeal, secondly, activating the appellate jurisdiction of the Court of Appeal. It is for the Court of Appeal to correct the error of the Federal High Court. So, at the appropriate time, the Court of Appeal will listen to us, and the court will determine who is right. But the good thing about this case, finally, is that both INEC and UNAD are in court. And I am happy they are here so that they can defend the judgment of the Federal High Court. That is our position. So we'll be back on Thursday. Let members of the party keep faith. Sowore is on course. Those who think or who reason differently will be disappointed at the end of it.
Thank you very much.
So if you are not with Sowore, then you are on the wrong side of history. And very soon that will be made very clear.
Thank you very much, Council.
AAC, take it back. AAC, take it back. Take it back. Action. No going back.
I must add that our council has done a fantastic job countering the reactionaries who were brought in to usurp the leadership of the party. This matter is at the heart of our fundamental right to participate in the democratic and political process in Nigeria. But it's also at the heart of the desire and the decision of the ruling class in Nigeria not to allow credible people to participate in the democratic process. They have narrowed or want to narrow the options to those who are decrepit in nature, who have no integrity, no credibility, and those who do not inspire hope in the democratic process. But we have decided that we will never join any political party that does not represent or will never represent our aspirations for a better life for the people of this country. And as a result, in 2018, 2019, we went and registered legitimately our own political party. But now, as you can see, the moment that party came out and started speaking to things that are important to the people of Nigeria, they went after the party. I predicted in the background when we started our town hall meetings across Nigeria in 2018 that they will come after me. And that's exactly what they did. They came after me, arrested me, detained me after the election, their fraudulent election in 2019. They brought in this Alhaji Buhari. And they also, while I was in detention, tried to hijack the party. But they have now realized that the party cannot be hijacked. You can't take the party from us. But we are here following the judicial process. But there will also be political action because INEC is also a fraudulent agency of government. And while we are putting pressure on them in court, we must also put political, physical pressure on them all over the country. The truth is that people who are manning INEC cannot conduct credible elections. That is why they spend their time, energy, and resources, our own resources, to help the shenanigans of those in government to hijack legitimate political parties. You can imagine the All Progressive Congress, known as the APC. They don't have credible leaders, yet they are allowed to operate. They can't even organize a simple convention. They have been postponing their convention now, I think 3 times. They postponed the one met for the 26th. And we have predicted that these political parties will collapse before 2023. APC will collapse. The PDP has already collapsed because these are parties without ideologies and they are parties without structures. What they call structures are transactional processes that buy people's votes whenever elections are happening. Otherwise, they don't exist in people's lives. Our own party speaks to the right of people in this country to have real citizenship, to have access to security, both physical, social, and economic security. We speak to the right of people to have access to electricity. We speak to the right of people to have to be financially included in the resources and the wealth of the country. We speak to education. We speak to how our young people can get jobs. We speak to how students can be supported, either with grants, loans, or even payments of salary. We speak to fundamental restructuring of Nigeria to the point that we do not want a bicameral legislative arm that has a Senate and a House of Representatives in which people practically do nothing but collect contracts or extort money from ministries in the country. We speak to the right to have responsive, compact, and well-functioning government across the country, such that if we don't need a ministry, we eradicate the ministry. The only ministry that should exist are ministry that works for the people. Yes. Not just ministry for this, ministry for that, that is spoiling and funding the terrible lifestyles of these our politicians in Nigeria. We speak to a decision to end terrorism in the country because we know terrorism has come from those who are in power, because it empowers them to have a smaller state to govern while they use the excuse of terrorism to destroy the country. We speak to the need to have an end to banditry. Most importantly, we also speak to the kind of security in the country that is definitely going to resolve the issue of other security, because you cannot just be shooting gun at people and expect that they will not be bandits and terrorists when you don't provide them jobs, when you don't provide them education, when you don't make them feel like human beings. So this has to be holistically addressed, and this is what, or these are the issues that our opponents are afraid of. That's why they don't want us to have a political party. In 2019, they were afraid to let me have a debate on national TV because they know there's no way Atiku and Buhari can defeat me in a debate. It's not possible. So we are not going to accept things they did in 2019 and 2018 and 2019 in 2023, and we are not going to cede the ground to the ancestors who are already peeing on themselves. It's not going to happen. Everybody that is sick must go to hospital and treat themselves. Yes.
Take it back. Take it back.
Any politician that is ignorant must go back to school instead of trying to contest for office. That's the rule. Anybody that is a thief must go to jail instead of becoming a governor or a senator. So that we can take our own country back. Take it back. Action. Take it back. Action. And we will do this in a revolutionary way. We have said it. I was standing beside my brother in 2019 when we declared for revolution now. And we said it then. I will repeat it today. That judges cannot litigate on the revolution. They won't be able to do it. That's why since I was arrested in 2019, they have not been able to present a witness. Only one witness. And the witness was a DSS guy who was in support of us. Yes, now the judge that was asked to litigate the case, she has run away to Calabar. And said she doesn't want to handle our case anymore. We are not berating the judges. You cannot judge over a matter that does not exist.
Exactly.
So they are wasting their time. And what I will say finally is that with regards to what they are doing and my case, they have already tried to obtain conviction without trial by restricting me to Abuja. And part of what you are seeing with trying to usurp AAC is to ensure that people like us do not participate in the next election. But I want to tell you today, and I'm looking directly in this camera, that for the first time, we might have a president of Nigeria that did not leave Abuja. Because I will campaign from wherever I am, whenever I decide to join the political process. And people will vote from wherever they are, whether they see me physically or virtually. In fact, again, we are going to use technology to confuse them. Because we are a generation that has become digital. And we are tired of people with analog brains. Thank you very much.
Revolution!
In the struggle for our peace, there is victory. Forward, backward, never.
In the struggle for our people, there is victory. Aluta! Continue! Victoria! Amanda. Away to.
What's up?
We're going to INEC now. Let me